I got this confessions more than 3-4 times. In this case, their own parent. Surrounded with a lot of content. I don't know what to say. Capable of asking for these things, private or personal picture or video. Let's be a little more. Hello everyone. This was an idea we were working on for the past few days. Asking people their darkest secrets. But to keep in mind the privacy of those who shared with us, I straight away went to Omegle under the confessions tag of the text section and started sending people this message. Everyone was well aware that this was gonna feature in a YouTube video as it is going to right now. So welcome to a dark episode of the Aesthetic TV and watch till the end to uncover some of the darkest secrets we received from random strangers. I kinda felt happy when my dad died. This was very shady, so I asked him if he wants to add anything else, but he just said that I don't know why and no. Okay, so before making this video, I myself was watching some similar videos on YouTube, like asking people their darkest secrets. And trust me, I got this confessions more than 3-4 times in different videos, like it varied for either of the parent. So I concluded that yes, the society will always expects us that we love them cause they are our parents, but it is completely okay to not feel that way sometimes even in a specific phase of your life. It's completely okay to not feel the love that we are expected to. One more thing, that you never know that what someone has done or is doing in someone's life, that they have developed this feeling that they're not even affected by the death of someone very close to them, in this case their own parents. I think that we should avoid judging people on this and try to look at things from both perspectives. If we don't know why a person is feeling this way, we should actually avoid judging him or her and let it be. It's okay. I have so many scars because I have been trying to do that thing. I always comfort my friends without them knowing what I am going through. Both of my mom and dad's having an affair. I always see them making out with those people. My friends hates me. I can't be angry at them because I am not that type of person. All I can do is to suffer alone. This one is really a serious matter and I feel bad for this girl. I was discussing this with one of my friends who helped me make this video, and we both were like, what the hell? Why? We as humans don't share everything with someone else. Not even with our friends, not even with a partner. And by partner, I'm referring to someone with whom we have spent a good 30-40 years of our life. Then too, we don't share everything with them. We keep thoughts with ourselves. So the thing is that let's be a little more kind. You don't know what someone else is going through, what he or she is facing, what silent battles he or she is fighting in her own mind. Also, there's a common saying in spirituality, and I read it in some books too, like that kindness finds its way back to us. in some or the other way if we keep on practicing it. If not instantly, eventually the kindness pays off. So let's be a little more kind and practice more kindness at the end. One message for her, because she said that she'll be watching this video. She's one of our subscribers. That you already are a strong girl, my friend. You already are. Just hang in there for a little more and you'll surely find someone with whom you can share all this without the fear of getting judged or any fear at all. We talked for a little more time after this confession, and one thing she said is that thanks to you, I finally let it out. And from her texting style or behavior, I would say, it was clear that she was really very happy that she finally let it out. Might be to an anonymous person only, might be to a stranger only, but she let it out. So yeah, if anyone is going through any hard time in their life, just share it with someone. Share it with someone with whom you think that they'll understand your situation and you. Try to avoid talking to those who are causing the problem. And if you think that they'll not even consider it, so try not to talk to them, but share it with others. Share it with some specific people. Sharing actually helps a lot. Sharing even helps in healing. If you went through something and you keep that in your mind to yourself only, then it takes a major time to heal from it. But if you let it out and talk to some people and share it with someone, it helps you heal. So yeah, sharing is very important. That's what I'll say. I am 22, and during my late teenage, I was highly conscious about my looks. I even thought of ending my life and failed once. Now, I would say that I have realized that looks doesn't matter at all, and today I am rich. Rich in terms of people who made me realize that I am enough. Anyone who watches this video, you are enough, darling. Well, this person must have felt this 3-4 years back, because she's 22 now, and during a late teenage it must be 3-4 years back. And in the past 3-4 years, a lot has changed over social media. Now we are surrounded with a lot of content. People are sharing their successes, people are sharing their lifestyle and looking to provide some influence through that. The number of Instagram influencers, or I'll say social media influencers, have increased rapidly since the last few times, and I'll say mostly in 2020. But at the same time, since the last decade, or specifically the last 4-5 years, the anxiety and self-questioning thoughts in humans have also increased. The statistics also show that, and this is due to social media only, not other factors. This shows due to social media only. So yeah, it has increased considerably. The numbers are very high, very high, and most of the people who feel this way are teenagers only. Lately, people are judging themselves and others on the basis of social media likes and comments. One more thing that I don't know why, but social media followers and following ratio is playing a huge role in people's life. I don't know why. It has to change. What this has done is that it has caused people to literally hurt themselves. In some cases, even the thought of suicide comes into the mind of people, as we saw in this confession also. Eventually it keeps on adding, and people literally start that they should end their life for this. What I'll say and what we should learn from her is that it's worth hanging on there. Eventually you'll surely find people who are gonna cherish you for who you are, who are gonna love you for who you are. So just hang in there for a little more while. If anyone is going through this right now, I really feel sorry for you, and I wish you courage that you get through this. What I liked about this confession is that she mentioned that she's rich. We don't know her finances, we don't know where she belongs to, anything like that, but she mentioned that she's rich, and rich in terms of people. So yeah, people are really important in your life. Go out and talk to people, and you will start to find people who really love you, who really cherish you, and this thought will eventually fade away in your life. You'll be fine and everything will be fine, and after like 3-4 years you are eventually going to realize that really looks doesn't matter that much. What matters are your thoughts, how you think, what you do, your actions. That's what matters the most, not your looks. Was once sexually assaulted at a street. That day, I somehow managed to run away from the scene. But then after that, I was traveling down the same street when I saw the same man from that night, and he was hanging out maybe with his friends at a local store down the lane. I felt so numb and wasn't able to do anything. Now every time I travel from that street, I go through the same numb feeling and couldn't avoid it, cause that's my way to my university. So yeah, that's my secret which I never talked about. Oof. After receiving this, I was really sad that this thing still exists in our world, even in our 2021 world. Not a specific place, not a specific country, this exists all over the globe. The statistics and data are also saying that, and these are the ones that are reported. The unreported ones are not even included in this data. Almost every girl at some stage of her life goes through this ugly experience, which is quite disturbing, really sad. What we can do is, if anyone we know, if any of our friends passes any unethical or misogynist comment, we should actually correct them and hold them accountable then and there only for it, instead of just laughing and agreeing to it just for the sake of friendship or any relationship we have with them. Also, one thing that we need to be better here in our minds and throw off that orthodox thinking that have been passed on by our previous generations to us. It's really difficult to change them because they have been thinking the same way for 40-50 years, but our minds are really fresh right now. So we need to think better and literally throw off that orthodox thinking that has been relevant in the past times. So yeah, if anything like this happens around you, if you are a victim of this, or if you are seeing this happen, just hold people accountable for that then and there only. We should not let them get away with it so easily. People should fear before committing this thing. We should not be this much confident. We need to change it ourselves. Like, stop making this a taboo and start to talk about it. We really need to think better and we really need to change in this aspect. There was this girl at my school that no one liked, and I knew she had a crush on me. So I made myself seem as I liked her in the same way as she liked me. I did this to get a soapy tiddy pic from her, and to this day, she still thinks I like her. Also, I forgot to add that she said some inappropriate things to my girlfriend, so with the pics I gave them to her, and she made an expose page about her. Damn. When I got this, I was totally out of my mind, and to be honest, I didn't got it for the very first time. I didn't clearly understood the message, what he is trying to say. So I tried to clarify the things in the chats further. I really don't know what to say on this. Still, if anyone shares their private or personal pictures or videos for that matter with us, it should be our responsibility to keep those things to us only and not even circulate them privately with anyone without their consent. Sharing them publicly is a really big deal. Okay, I'll not dive deep into the legal aspect of this, but it is even completely unethical to do this. Many people say that if a minor commits a crime, then not develop their minds fully. But even a 14-year-old knows this, and if you have developed your mind that much that you are capable of asking for these things, then you should be responsible enough to keep them to yourself. You're literally destroying someone's life. Also, nowadays, I think that people go to that extreme level really quickly. They would have talked this out. It might have settled the situation, but people go to that extreme level really quick, and to that public level too. I really feel bad for those who went through this at any time or are going through this, because even if they want to take action against it, move their step forward against it, then too they really can't do that, because almost all the students, school students, be it school students, college students, anyone who is going through this, they can't share this with their parents and eventually proceed with the legal action. So yeah, it is quite absurd. I don't know what to say. That's it. Okay, I'll be honest. I love my mom, but I feel like she'll always love me based on my qualifications and achievements. I feel if I don't do good in my school or career, she's not gonna care for me. There have been incidents where I really needed her support, but she wasn't there. I have deep-seated trust issues for my mom, even though I tell that I love her every day. Well, this is a problem almost every kid thinks about in their initial years. But as we all grow up, we start to see things in a better way. We start to understand things. We start to understand that, okay, our parents might be scolding us right now, but whatever they are saying, they want something good for us only, or the thing they are scolding us at is making some sense, might be in the long run. So we start to develop that thinking in our mind, and that thought that they'll only care for us if we do good and all starts to fade away with time. And what I think is that sometimes an honest talk, or might be a scolding, is really important for having some realizations. And if that talk straight away comes from your parents, then there's no better way to realize it. But if a person keeps on thinking the same way even in his adulthood for a very long period of time, like he's big in age. I talked to him later too in the chat. So then I think that then it becomes a problem and it becomes a dark secret for someone. I don't know about his or her circumstances, but one thing that we all know, that we all can deduct from his message, is that he has clearly not communicated the issue with his mother. There's a high chance that the mother won't even feel that way for his child. I don't know about what incidents he's talking about, so we'll not judge right away, but there's a probable chance that the mother won't even feel that way. So yeah, communication again proves out to be a vital part of any relationship we have with someone, be it a mother, father, our relationship with mother or father, our relationship with our better half, anything like that. Communication plays an important role. And I think that as parents, they should also keep the vibe light and cheerful right from the start, that if any child later on feels this way, then he can come out and share it with them without any fear that they'll not understand or anything further bad will happen. So yeah, I think that this thing needs to be kept in mind in our parents too, and at the end communication will I don't say surely, but it can make a lot of things better. So yeah, that's my say. So that's it for the confessions in this video. We collected more confessions, but featuring all of them would take this video to quite long. At last, I would like to thank each and every one of them who shared with us, who trusted us with their secrets. We hope that we helped in easing some pain of those people who shared with us. Might be a little only, but we hope that we helped. At the end, I would like to say that if you really like this video and want us to continue the dark series on the Aesthetic TV, then let us know in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.